Don't know how, it must have been a moment of insanity, but I came up with the idea of living in this bathtub for a month. And so now, yeah, here I am doing it. And I'm going to help the orca Lolita. It's not every day that you see a lady on the side of the road in a bathtub, and it's not every day that you see an orca. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see an orca in captivity. That what I'm doing is hopefully helping her. It feels really quite... Today I decided that I would count how many steps I do. I did 353-ish steps today. It's not comfortable now though. And all these people are jeering and laughing at her and stuff, and it's like, you just think to yourself, it's not funny, you know, it's cruelty. We're not stupid activists, we actually know what we're talking about. So I admire all activists, whether it's for a human cause or whether it's for an animal cause. So be brave to stand up for what you believe in. Speak for those that can't speak for themselves, like these creatures in here. So many of you all sitting at home right now watching this. I am just a random person who doesn't believe that this is right. I'm not from an organisation. I don't represent one single organisation over another. I don't care about the politics. I don't care about egos. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm just here literally for the creature who's in captivity and needs her freedom.
And she comes to us from the far-off distant land of New Zealand.
And it just makes the hours go so slow. And we thought we'd count up how many honks people give us as we go past. So before I stopped counting, we were at 191 honks today. It was never comfortable. I would never call sitting in a bath comfortable unless you're at home with candles, a glass of wine and bubbles. When I get home after spending 30 days in this bathtub, I never ever want to see another bathtub ever again, let alone sit in one or bathe in one. I'll be taking showers for the rest of my life from now on in. It's a really dirty place, you know. I have a shower in the morning, I come here, and after 10 minutes my feet are disgustingly dirty and things like that. Every day I go to work, I wear high heels, I wear stockings, I wear a uniform, I have a full face of makeup, and my hair is pristine. Now, I really feel disgusting and dirty, and it's only been a day since I had a shower. You would never guess. There's grit and crap all over me, my clothes are all disgusting. I can't get away from the heat, just like Lolita can't get away from the heat. She can't dive deep enough to get away from the burning sun, and it literally feels like it's burning my skin when it's on me. Don't worry about me though, because I'm doing okay. But I can't leave this bathtub. I'm over the bathtub thing, totally and completely. Every day is the same and nothing changes, and that has been the way for her for over 45 years. I don't know how she has managed to survive. I totally understand why Hugo did what he did. I mean, I feel sorry for these animals in here. Places like this do not care about their animals. They only want your money. That's why you don't visit these places. It's hard to sort of harden up when you're sitting here on the side of the road by yourself all day, and all you can do is think about, you know, your family, and I hope they're all okay and stuff. I've been married for almost 5 years. It's 5 years the day after I get home, and we're happily married with one son who's 2 years old, and that's Christian. It's the apple of my eye and my everything. We have one dog called Maxwell, and he's about the same age as Christian. They're pretty much brothers. And we have 4 cats. We've got Alfie, Alice, Jemima and Henry, and they're beautiful and I love them to pieces. A lot of people say that, you know, once you have a child you don't love your fur children as much, and that is just totally not the case with me. I love them all equally, and it's just that the fur children are a lot less demanding and a lot easier. Honestly, it's just, as I say, it's just what is the point of me being here? I'm missing out on so much at home, and I'm really blessed that I know exactly how long I have here. Lolita, on the other hand, doesn't have that to look forward to. And
she is very happy to be here. She loves being part of our family, as you can tell.
I felt guilty. I mean, it's not my fault she's in there, but I feel like if there's something I can do, then I need to do that for her. At least by doing this, I will always know that I tried for her, I tried for Lolita, and she is the main reason why I'm here. It's so cool, and I'm really proud of that. And I hope that my son will be just like those little kids one day, doing what I do now.
Okay, go ahead, roll. So,
Go on, you say it. Goes better from you anyway.
if you're wondering what you can do,
Never give up the fight. Keep going.
hear that? Never give up.
I have learned a lot about myself doing this 30-day challenge. Nearly everything that could be thrown at me while I've been here has been. I didn't realise I had so much determination to do this. I've never actually followed through with anything in my life. You know, I did half a nursing degree. I never finished my nursing degree. I did a course to go flight attending, but I never became a flight attendant. So I've never actually fully given 100% to anything and followed through with anything until now. So I guess it shows to me how much dedication I have for this creature in here, and not just her, it is for all captive cetaceans, and in fact all captive animals. Today has been unbearably hot. I swear it's been the hottest day. The sun is that hot and it's that burning. You cannot tell me that they're applying her sunblock that frequently when she's literally in the sun and that exposed all day, every day. I am so over it. It's getting hotter and hotter as the time goes on. I've also, you know, like clearly the weather is totally different from New Zealand. We don't get this hot. If we get this hot, it's extremely rare. I've sacrificed a lot to do what I've done for Lolita, and although I'll never forget what I've done, and I will never ever forget her, I wanted a reminder to take home with me that I can carry with me for life. So that's why I have this tattoo on me now.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you the star of our show and the largest attraction here.
Everyone goes home, but she stays there. She doesn't get a break. She doesn't get to go home. She doesn't get to do what she wants to do. She's just there logging the whole entire time, and then there's a show, and then she's logging again, and then there's another show, and then she's logging again. It's really repetitive and really boring, and it's kind of my life at the moment. So I can only imagine how she feels after nearly 46 years. Humans are ugly. We really are ugly, and we're the worst species on this earth. We only think of ourselves, whereas animals, they really are so genuine, so true. They're unconditional love. They're just so true and so pure, and they're not malicious. They're not greedy. They're just them, and they just want to exist on this world freely. And they don't do anything to harm us unless, you know, we do anything to harm them. It's hard. I mean, I wish animals would understand that we're not all cruel, we're not all awful. And I'd like to tell Lolita that. A lot of people that come past, they think they're a bit stupid because we're trying to get this orca released, who's been held captive here for nearly 46 years, and we're just going to dump her in the ocean. But you know, that's not the case. There is a sea pen actually ready for her in her native waters by Puget Sound. People will retrain her how to hunt for herself again, get her used to the currents, the salt water, and just everything of her native waters, and then all going well, she could be released back to her family who still reside around that area. So, you know, we're not stupid, we have actually thought it through. It's been hard because of the extra crap I've had to deal with. If it wasn't for the amazing certain few people that have supported me through this, I really would not have stayed here. I really actually probably would have gone. You know, I call them my two white-sided dolphins, Kelsey and Jimena. They have been absolutely amazing in keeping me company, and Kelsey transporting me, and Cindy, the lady who I'm staying with, her and her family are totally amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better family to support me. Sylvia and her family are just lovely and bringing me food. They're so reliable. I can count on them for anything, and that's what I need when I'm away from home and I don't have family here that I can rely on. So it's good that I have these people. So I'm coming up to the end of day 28, but I am not getting out of this bathtub at the normal time. I am staying in this bathtub overnight. So soon I will change my number 28 over to 29. And we are doing an overnight vigil. It's a vigil for Lolita for her retirement, and it's also in remembrance and a vigil for Tillicum and what he's going through right now. He is really unwell at SeaWorld Orlando, and SeaWorld has just used and abused this animal his whole entire life. He's been in the med pool for God knows how long. He's been literally driven insane to the point where he's killed 3 people. And may I remind you that no orca has killed an animal in the wild. It only happens in captivity. So I really want to give Tilikum all the strength that I possibly have. As awful as it may sound, I hope that he passes quickly and without pain. I think the only way he's ever going to get his freedom is in death. As awful as that is, it's really awful to say. Whereas we have a chance with Lolita. She's not at that point yet, and we don't want to see her get to that point. I really hope they do consider the retirement plans and do retire this orca so that she doesn't end up with the same fate that Tilikum has. This is my final night here in this bathtub. We have this candle because we're doing a vigil for Lolita, and it's really depressing to be here at this time of the night when it's literally the car park is dead, there's no people around, there's just the cars driving past, and there's no lights on her tank in there, and it really is the most depressing sight, and it's really upsetting to see that sight and her tank and know that she's just floating listlessly, like, you know, she's just floating, waiting for the next day, waiting for her next show. It's showing their support for Lolita as well, and for Tilikum, and for all captive cetaceans and animals. So it's been quite a ride. A ride that I can't wait for the finish line. But I've met some wonderful people on the way, and people that will remain with me in my heart forever. And the sacrifices that these people have made as well, which means so much to me. And it's great that Mia and Oleg have done these videos, because when my son gets older, I can show him these videos. Well, we will all meet each other when she's retired, and we'll all go to Washington State, and we'll all see each other again then. Oh, I can dream about that day.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Maimi Sea Prison. Today, I'm proud to introduce you to our biggest attraction here yet, Danielle. Let's give a big round of applause. Danielle is a 29-year-old female human mother. She's called the Maimi Sea Prison her home for quite some time now, and we're proud to call her part of our family.
Does that mean that Danielle, she's been separated from her family back home in New Zealand? Don't you think she misses them?
Danielle is thriving here. Humans typically live to 20 to 30 years old, but we expect Danielle to live much longer due to the great care we provide for her.
Humans live to be in their 90s and beyond. What are you talking about?
Anyways, let's get back to our favorite part of the show. Danielle, let's give some handshakes to our audience members. Great job, Danielle. Anyways, Danielle, can you do some jumping jacks? I'm sorry, Danielle, you didn't perform, so you don't get any food.
Does she have to perform it or get food?
She sure does. Danielle, to do tricks, we, as we call it food deprivation, like to call it positive reinforcement to get her to motivate her to do tricks. But she loves it.
She doesn't look very happy.
She probably has some sunscreen in her eyes. As you can see, we don't have any shade for Danielle here. Due to the harsh weather, we have to provide her with some special sunscreen to protect her. But the sunscreen is very irritating to her skin and eyes. But I'm sure she'll be all right. She's just trying to cool off.
This isn't right. Danielle should be with her family.
Danielle,
Do you see? That's your family.
anyways, the show's over now. Danielle, give a big goodbye wave to everybody.
Not so fast.
Who are you?
I'm Orca Girl, and I'm here to save you, Danielle.
I think you're mistaken. Danielle does not need to be rescued. She's happy here.
She's not happy. Why is she crying?
She's crying because she doesn't want to be taken away from her family.
This is not her family. Her family is in New
New Zealand with her husband and her son.
We are her family now.
No, no, no. This is her family.
What are you trying to do? If you take her from here, she'll die. She's lived here for so long.
It's better than her dying alone.
It's not up for discussion. Danielle is staying here.
And if you don't want to discuss it, I'm gonna have to use my orca powers.
Orca powers?